I stumbled upon a new glue I never heard of before at my favorite hardware store, and it's called X-strong Carpenter's glue. Looks the part. Never heard of it. I thought I would give it a try. I thought it would be fun to go ahead and do a comparison test of my favorite glue, Titebond 3, which you guys might have heard of. It's been around for a long time, and the X-strong glue here. So we're going to do some edge glues. I'm going to do some other tests for it, and we'll see if this stuff is any good and if it can stand up to the Titebond 3. This may become my favorite. I don't know. So let's find out. Okay, I'm going to cut out the same 1x4 here, so there's no question of whether the tree was stronger or not. So it's a really an accurate comparison. Let's get her cut. Okay, so this is going to be a strength test. This has advertised itself for being able to bond wet wood. If you're into carpentry, you know that working with wet wood is probably not a good idea. So it doesn't say wet wood and wet locations. If you're using this to build furniture, don't let your wood be wet. Make sure your percentage of moisture is down or your stuff's just going to fall apart. I like the Titebond 3 because it's waterproof. This doesn't say if it's waterproof or not. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. My camera keeps shutting off. So I'm going to keep looking at the camera and make sure that record light's on. Alright, so I got this Columbia glue called X-strong and versus the Titebond 3, which is actually made in Columbus, Ohio. So I'm from Ohio. That's why I like it, I guess. It's, you guys in California probably never heard of it. Franklin International, Columbus, Ohio. So made in the USA, I guess, and made in Columbia. So which one's going to hold up better? Okay, so I'm going to put a bead on one side. That's a standard bead that I'd probably use. And we're going to clamp the boards together. This is the Titebond. So I mark that Titebond 3. One thing I like right off the bat with the Titebond 3 is that it only requires 30-minute clamp up time and then 24 hours to be a full cure. So you can clamp something for 30 minutes and then you can work it but not stress the joint, but you can at least take your clamps off and set it off the side. The, what is this? X-strong says join the pieces together. So you need to let the glue set for 1 to 3 minutes before you join the pieces together, and then use pressure for 3 hours. So you need to clamp the glue together for 3 hours before you unclamp it, and then 6 hours with 20% moisture woods, and then it wants you to wait 48 hours before it's full strength. So I'm actually going to go ahead and let all these set for 48 hours, and then we'll do our strength test, see which ones, how they hold up with each other. Alright, I've never opened this before, so... Oh, it's like a mayonnaise jar. Just unthread it right there like a mayonnaise jar versus your pop-up with this kind. You just push it down and pull it up, which mine's been pulled up and glued so much you can't push it down anymore. But the X-strong is ready to go. Put a liberal amount. Ooh, that is thick. It smells like a PVA glue. That is thick. Don't sniff glue, guys. Don't sniff glue. This one doesn't have a scent. And actually, this one's wood safe, or food safe. This one doesn't say anything about it. The X-strong does not say if it's food safe or not. I'm going to go with it's not if it doesn't say anything about it. And okay, guys, it's been about 2 or 3 minutes now. I got this here, and now we're going to clamp them together. I do like, on the X-strong, this is thick glue. Look at this. It's not moving off of my board at all. If this were a, the Titebond 3 is real runny. If you do this, it drips and smears and goes everywhere. Okay, got glue sticking out of both sides. Right there. We'll let them set up for 48 hours. Got X-strong. Okay, say you're making a box and it's not a miter joint, you're just going to butt joints together and glue them together. And we'll go ahead and put these together like this, and we'll clamp them up, and we'll see which one holds better. start with the Titebond 3. There's the Titebond 3. Now I really don't like that I have to wait 2 to 3 minutes before I can set my pieces together. I might as well be using contact glue. But I do really like that. It's really thick. I hope it is as strong as it is thick. Because I know the Titebond 3 is about the strength of wood. So let's find out. Put a bead of X-strong. Bead of Titebond. Let's see what color these guys set up. I'm going to guess that they'll both be yellow, not yellow, but a brown color. See the colors they set up, and then I'll try to chisel it off, see how hard that is. Got a blob of X-strong. Blob of Titebond 3. And we'll just take this screw, set it right in these blobs, and see if anyone has any type of holding power on anything besides wood. Really like how this is thick. I really hope this is a good strong glue. And last but not least, with this being as thick as it is, I'm going to do a run test. We're going to go ahead and put this up. Say you want something upright, because I have a problem with our signs that I put a frame on it and then I hold them upright like this. I put them on it, clamp it all together, and then I set it upright like this. And actually with it clamped all together, the glue still runs out of the frames. So I'm going to see just how much the X-strong runs compared to the Titebond 3. Line here for X-strong, and a line here for Titebond. Now you note here the Titebond 3 is already running. Titebond 3 is already running. The X-strong has a little bubble here. So let's let that dry up and see what happens. Okay, I'm actually really excited to see what happens here. I think I might have found a good glue. I don't know. We'll find out. I do like that this is local in Ohio. And this is out of Columbia. I knew that was wrong. So I like that this is locally sourced in the United States. At least some of the money's going in there. It says made in the USA right there. And I do like that. So I'm not sure on the prices. I'll look those up for the next 48 hours. We're going to let this set for 48 hours and I'll look up the prices. This was $4.99. I buy this stuff by the gallon, which is $30-something by the gallon. Actually, I just bought this $25 for a gallon of Titebond 3, and I refill this 16-ounce container. So I don't know how much a 16-ounce container of Titebond 3 is. I will look that up, and I'll let you know in 48 hours after we do our strength tests. So I'll see you guys in 48 hours. Pull my pants here. Cheers. If you guys don't know, I'm naked from the waist down. All right, moment I've been waiting for. It's been 48 hours. The X-strong is most likely dry, considering it says it's supposed to be dry in 48 hours, so I guess it should be. And then Titebond's been dry for 24 hours ago, which I really like that the Titebond dries in 24 hours. Oh, you can unclamp it in a half of an hour. The X-strong, 48 hours is a little long for me to wait. And I also want to point out something I caught that I thought was annoying. On the X-strong, this little mayonnaise looking, on the X-strong, this little mustard cap here, when you open it up, even if I had it closed appropriately, that's still sealed closed. So no matter what you do, you're going to need to chip this off to use it again. I actually used it in some of my projects over the last couple days. But again, 48 hours. Titebond has this cool little thing here that clears the breezeway when you close it up. So I do like that. This is not that big of an issue. It's just a little bit of a nuisance when you get to open it up. And who the heck closes their glue anyways? Everyone always leaves them open. You gotta do that in your gardens. All right, let's get to breaking stuff. All right, first up, I don't think this one will be very good, but let's find out. Oh, where's the camera? I got the screws that we just put in a glob of this is the Titebond here, and then we got the X-strong here. First glance, you can kind of see this is already a little loose, and they never said it adhered to metal. It's first chance, but you know what? That Titebond sure is on there. There we go. Oh yeah. So Titebond really held stronger to the metal than to the X-strong. The X-strong really didn't hold it at all. So this is the Titebond 3. You can see that the Titebond 3 dripped all the way down and bunched up down here. And then the X-strong glue actually didn't drip all the way down. It stopped about right here. That's kind of nice. Like again, this is the one benefit to the X-strong versus the Titebond is it doesn't drip all the way down. I'm not going to measure the poundage of what it takes to actually break. In my opinion, if the glue pulls wood fibers from the board, it's truly a good glue. So if it's stronger than wood, that's what we're looking for. If it's stronger than wood, it's going to pull wood fibers. If it doesn't pull wood fibers, it's not stronger than wood, then what's the point using it as carpentry glue, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and do the butt joint. So this is a butt joint. We got an end grain against the flat grain. I'm sure I've already told you this 48 hours ago in that other video, but I'm just going to put this in a clamp and let's break it. So I got the X-strong. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just push on this, see if I can't break it with my hands first. I would imagine I will be able to, but just ignore my Ricky shorts. Oh, wow. There it went. Okay, so I got the X-strong break right here. So you can see we pulled out some wood fibers. This side didn't pull out anything, but it actually pulled out some wood fibers from this side. I mean, look at this. Right here, this is back in here. So this is, it pulled the knot out of the end grain here, and then it pulled out all these wood fibers, which are over here. That's actually quite impressive for a butt joint. So let's try the Titebond. Okay. Oh. As I expected, we pulled out very little wood fibers on the Titebond 3. And here's this, it was glued up right here. You can kind of see where the glue was. So, as far as the butt joint goes, I say your X-strong's a lot better. So if you're going to have some, maybe you're building a crude box and you're going to glue them up like this, that X-strong is a lot better than the Titebond 3. I'm starting with the Titebond, or I'm sorry, the X-strong 3, or Jimmy Crickets, the X-strong glue. And I'm just going to break it and see how many fibers it pulls. Now we're looking for it to break. I would imagine it would break down in here if it's stronger than wood. But if it's not stronger than wood, it'll break right on the glue line. So let's just see what happens here. I'm just going to use my hand. If I can't do it with my hand, I'll grab a hammer. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Alright, so on the edge glued, the X-strong held up to its name. That is actually pretty dang on strong. It broke the wood instead of breaking the glue joint up here. So let's see what it takes to actually break that. I'm going to clamp this back up in there. I'm going to strike this with a hammer. Okay, so it took a few more strikes with a hammer. And you can see right in here, my glue joint here, but the crack is actually above the glue joint versus the back here. And we'll open this up. It is all wood fiber. I don't see a single, well, there's a little bit of glue here. But that's really, really strong for edge glued. Let's take a look at the Titebond 3. Now the Titebond 3. Ugh. Ugh. About the same result on the Titebond 3 as we had on the X-strong. So I'm going to move this down and see if we can't break this side. And then maybe we'll smack it with a hammer and see what happens. Ugh. So this one, it did have a knot in it, so the wood was maybe a little harder, but give that to the Titebond's advantage. However, I'm not really happy with where it broke. So if we can look at the side here, and it looks like on the Titebond 3, it actually broke the glue more than it broke out the wood fibers. So the X-strong seems to be holding up to a stronger glue. Uh-oh. Got this little guy here set up so we can take a look at the, you can see how they dry. So Titebond 3 is actually a little translucent, and the X-strong is completely a solid color. You can't see it through it at all. Do an edge test, and I'll put a chisel on these and see which one pops off. Alright, first off, my chisels are razor blades. They're razor sharp. Just want to make sure I inform you that, and I really don't want to cut the glue with them. but I'm going to do that for you guys. If I ever find my grinding stones, I'll show you how to sharpen them when we're done with this, because these are going to be pretty dull. But I got a mirror edge here on my cheap Harbor Freight chisels, which are pretty good actually. All right, let's take a look and see what this chisel does, this glue. Okay, so this is the X-strong. I'm gonna go ahead and just start here in the middle, and I'll just push on it here. Wow. I'm able to get underneath the glue with my sharp chisel. Here's a chisel that has not been sharpened by me. This is a factory one. Let's see if it gets underneath the glue. Yeah, it does too. Okay, now my sharp chisel on the Titebond 3. Oh, that's easy. Wow. I didn't leave enough for this. Alright, now can you guys see that here? Yeah, so this last little bit here, I'll move this. So the last little bit here, see on my factory chisels, sharp it all. Here we go. Yeah, it doesn't want to get under it at all. I tell you what, that Titebond 3, maybe I should... versus the X-strong. That X-strong's on there a lot stronger. Let's take a close look at my chisel. I just want to show you how sharp my chisel is here. I'm going to be posting a video on how to sharpen chisels in planer blades and to get them this sharp. I'm going to put it right up here and so you guys see this. We can go right over with the edge grain here, like a planer. I don't know if any of y'all, how woodworking you do, but this is incredibly sharp. You can work really, really fast with a sharp chisel like this. If you all want to see how to sharpen a chisel that sharp, you should subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting this video up real soon. We also are going to be doing a great stuff comparison. I have fill and seal great stuff versus normal great stuff. And then we also got Great Stuff Pro. And my question is Great Stuff Pro even worth it? I mean, these are $10 a can and this is $3 a can. Is there really that much more in there? Got some nail pull tests coming up. All kinds of crazy stuff. So you guys should subscribe to my channel. As far as strength goes, I don't know. I think the X-strong seemed to be a lot stronger. You guys tell me. I know there's a lot of Titebond fans out there, and maybe I should have compared this to Titebond 2 because it's known to be a little stronger, or even Titebond 1. You guys just let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to do some more testing on the X glue. I'm going to test it in water and outdoor situations to see if this is a glue that we want to switch to on making my signs, because right now we're using the Titebond 3. In my opinion, this seems to be a lot stronger. However, this needs to be able to work outdoors. It doesn't say it works outdoors, so I don't know. We'll get that test. Stick it in the dishwasher, see what happens. Alright, thanks. I'm Jay. This is my to-do list. Thanks for stopping.